students. Good morning, all dear. Yesterday we have learned about the history in that lesson number 3, the Harappan civilization part 1, and today we will be completing part 2. I am Kavita teacher, and yesterday in the Harappa civilization we have completed 3.1, 3.2, 3.3, 3.4. Till now we have completed 3.4. Today we will be completing 3.5, 3.6 and 3.7. And be attentive in the class. If you have any doubt, you can raise your hand. And today also I have a quiz game for you, and it is very interesting game. So be attentive, listen very, very carefully so that you will be able to answer. First of all, we will revise what I have taught you yesterday, what we have revised yesterday. We will revise it, and again we will go forward. We will be completing part 2. Can you see the screen, ma'am? Okay. Welcome all of you in the online education. Today we will be learning Harappan civilization, and in that we will revise today part 2. Yesterday we have completed part 1. Today's date is 23rd September, and my name is Kavita Zadav. What we have learned yesterday, let us revise that and be ready that I'm going to ask you some questions related to the yesterday's lesson. We have completed following points: 3.1, Harappan civilization; 3.2, housing and town planning; 3.3, seals and pots; 3.4, the Great Bath. Now students, unmute yourself and tell me anything about any one of the points. What we have learned in the Harappan civilization, what we have learned in the housing and town planning, how were their seals? Come on students. When the first excavation was carried out, who excavated the first site?
Seals and pots placed in reddish colored clay, and the bathtub is 3 feet. The Harappa civilization
The Harappan civilization. What we have learned about the Harappan civilization? Where it was? What is the look? Where the Harappa is? On which river? Come on. Students, unmute yourself. Where was the
at
Harappa civilization? River.
of Ravi River.
Say.
Bank of
Yes,
Ravi
very
River.
good. It is on the banks of the river Ravi. Yes, very good. In Punjab. And how are their houses and towns? Houses किससे बने थे? They, yes, baked bricks. And sometimes they used unbaked bricks and stones also. Yes. Now, 3.3 seals and pots. What was the shape of seals?
Some are taller, some are short, some are round in shape.
What was the shapes of seals? Square, rectangular.
Square.
Yes, very good, very good. And where this great bath was found, where it was discovered,
In
the great
Mohenjo-daro.
what was what was the name of that place? Where the great bath was discovered. Come on. It was
It's the voice is breaking.
it was discovered at Mohenjo-daro place. Very good. What's your name, beta? We have learned what we have learned. Let us see this. The Harappan civilization. We have learned about the Harappan civilization that the first excavation began in 1921 CE at Harappa place in the Punjab on the banks of the river Ravi. And Harappan civilization is also known as Indus civilization. So excavation was also carried out at Mohenjo-daro, a place about 650 kilometers to the south of Harappa in Indus Valley. And there is a great similarity found in the remains of the structures at these two places. And similar remains are found at Dholavira, Lothal, Kalibangan, Daimabad, etc. This was about the Harappan civilization. Now, what we have learned about the housing and town planning, let us revise it again. The houses and other structures in Harappan civilization were mainly built with the baked bricks, and sometimes they used unbaked bricks also and stones also. And the houses had rooms built around a central courtyard, and they had wells, bathrooms, and toilets. They had excellent drainage system, and the streets were covered with the drains built with the bricks. So this shows a great concern regarding the public health. What we have learned about the seals and pots, the seals were mostly square shaped and it is made from the stone astite. These seals bear pictures of animals, mostly bulls, buffaloes, oxen, elephants, rhinos, tigers, etc. And also the imaginary ones like the unicorn. And these seals were also used as a stamps. Then we have learned about the Great Bath. It is a spacious bath that was discovered at Mohenjo-daro. The tank in the Great Bath was nearly 2.5 meter deep, 12 meters long, 7 meters wide. And it was lined with the baked bricks to prevent leakage of water. There were steps leading down to the tank, and there was also a provision for draining and cleaning and refilling the tank from time to time. So this is everything what we have learned yesterday. Now let us check your previous knowledge. Okay, unmute yourself. Students, unmute yourselves first. First question, when did the first archaeological excavation begin at Harappa in Punjab? Come on, option number A, B or C? 1912, 1821 or 1921?
C.
C, yes, C answer, 1921 CE. See the next question. Which stone was mainly used for making seals in Harappan civilization? Which stone they used? Aztecite, carnelian or bloodstone? What is the answer? A, B or C? Now only I revised it again. Huh? What is the answer? Which stone was used?
C, teacher.
Teacher. Check it out from your textbook. You can check it out from your textbook. Come on. Which stone they use?
No, teacher, A.
A, they use aztecite. So many times I repeated, then also you are having confusion. Okay, so listen it carefully, be attentive. Again, we will have a quiz at the end of this lesson also. Okay, the answer is A, aztecite. Okay, now see the third question. What is Harappa civilization also known as? What is the other name for Harappan civilization? Vedic civilization, Indus civilization, Mohenjo-daro civilization or Ravi civilization? What is the answer?
B.
B, yes, that is the Indus civilization. You can see here Indus civilization. Harappan civilization is also known as Indus civilization. Okay, let's move forward. Where was the spacious bath or the great bath discovered? At Punjab, at Mohenjo-daro, at Kalibangan, at Harappa. Where was the great bath discovered? Come on.
At Mohenjo-daro.
At Mohenjo-daro. Very good, very good. Next question. Which of these sites are not related to Indus Valley civilization?
C, ma'am.
Lothal. Yes, very good. Answer is legacy, because other sites, similar sites are found at Kalibangan, Lothal and Surkotada also. Legacy is the odd man out. Now see the next question. Dash is a reddish brown clay that has been baked and used by the people of the Indus Valley civilization. Terracotta, clay soil, black soil and fertile soil. Come on. Which soil they used, which is reddish brown in color? Terracotta,
Terracotta.
black soil and fertile soil. What is the answer? Terracotta. Option number A. Very good. Now we'll go forward. Mohenjo-daro was discovered by Dash in 1922 and 23. Who discovered Mohenjo-daro? S.R. Rao, S.K. Manju, Dayaram Sahani and Rakhaldas Banerjee.
Rakhaldas Banerjee.
Rakhaldas Banerjee, very good. I think so it is Aditya, correct? Aditya's voice. Very good, Aditya. Next. Now, this everything we again have revised about the part 1. I explained that part 1 again in short, and we took the quiz contest also. Today, we will revise lesson number 3, the Harappan civilization, part 2. Be careful, be attentive in the class. Again, we will have a quiz game at the end of this lesson. So, in this we will learn about 3.5, life in the Harappan civilization, 3.6, trade, 3.7, reasons for decline. So, these points we will be covering today. Okay. Now, here is my question. Unmute your mics. What clothing do the people in your area use? What your father, mother, sister use? What they wear? What type of clothes they wear? Come on. Unmute yourself and give me answers. What clothes do they use? Your family members, your friends, or the people around you. Come on, raise your hand. Unmute yourself. Just tell me whether they use pant or whether they use frocks. What they wear? What clothes they wear? Come on, students, raise your hand. Unmute yourself. Hello. So let me explain you that the people around you might be wearing the pants, t-shirts, shirts. Women will be wearing saris or dresses, dress material, or children will be wearing frocks. Like this clothes they will be wearing. Now tell names of ornaments you know. Ornaments means jewelry. What you wear in the neck, what it is called as. That is necklace, rings, bracelet. Tell me the names of jewelry. What ornaments you wear?
Earrings,
Yes, earrings,
necklace,
necklace, very good. Armlet, then waistband is there, then the anklet is there, payal penteo, anklet. Yes. Now here is the next question. What occupation your father or relatives do? Occupation means work. What do your father do? Come on. What do your father do or your relatives do? You can answer. Unmute yourself.
Means my father is carpenter.
Yes, your father is carpenter.
Necklace and bangles.
Yes, so your father will be doing the work, furniture work, or the work related to the wood. Yes, yes, very good, very good. Excellent. So that is your father's occupation. So all the people will be having some occupation. They will be doing some work. Correct. Someone's father may be driving auto. Someone's father may be the salesman. Someone's father may be the worker. So each person is following some work to earn a livelihood, to earn money for living. Yes. So that is occupation. Now we will see what was the clothing style or the ornaments or what the occupation the people who were there in the Harappan civilization used to do. Let us go forward. See, 3.5 life in the Harappan civilization, what these people used to do. Agriculture was the main occupation. Now only I asked you, what is your father's occupation? Occupation means the work a person does to earn a living, to earn money for living thing, for living. Or occupation can also be called as a profession or the work. So the main occupation of the Harappan people was agriculture. Agriculture means farming. The excavation at Kalibangan provides evidence of a plowed field. Now remember this point that plowed field means what? I will show you this first. See, this is called as a plowing field. Have you seen this? Have you seen the field that is being plowed in your village? It is a large farming tool which is attached to a tractor or an animal. Before planting, this plowing is done. Yes. So such plowed field is found at Kalibangan. Kalibangan is the name of a place and it is in Rajasthan now. Okay. So the excavation means what? The process of digging. or the act of removing earth that is covering very old objects or buried in the ground. So at Kalibangan, Rajasthan, there we got the proof. Evidence means proof. Proof of a plowed field. Plowed field shows that they used to do the agriculture. Okay. So this is the pictures of plowing field, how the field is plowed, and see the where is the Kalibangan is. The excavation at Kalibangan. It is in Rajasthan now, and we have got the proof of plowed field in at Kalibangan place. Remember this. This may come in your quiz game. Okay. Now, which crops are grown there? Let us see. Crops grown are wheat and barley. Carefully watch the pictures. You know the wheat atta, you make the rotis of that. And barley is jaw, or you can say oat. In Rajasthan, barley was grown on large scale. Remember this name also. In Rajasthan, barley was grown. And see here the places. In Rajasthan, barley was grown on a large scale. But in Gujarat, it was ragi. Ragi is a cereal grass, or we make bhakris of this. This is nachni like. Nachni bolte isko. Okay. So you can see the picture of ragi here. Ragi and peas. Ragi was grown in Gujarat on large scale. Okay. Now sesame and lentils. Sesame means uh, oil seed. Til bolte. Black sesame and white sesame. You might have seen this. Lentils is like a dal, masoor dals. We make soups and dals from this. That is called as the lentils. So all these things were produced in the Harappan civilization. Barley, ragi, sesame, lentils, peas. The Harappan people were earliest producers of cotton. So cotton was produced that time on large scale. They knew the art of weaving cloth. The statues, the pictures on the seals, and the remains of cloth found in the excavations indicate that the Harappan people used to weave cloth. They were the largest producers of cotton, and they used to export cotton also. Now, how is their dressing style? Observe it carefully. Their dress were or consisted of a knee-length garment and an upper garment. You can see that lady, she's wearing a knee-length garment, like a sari it is, and an upper garment, means above the vest, that is upper garment. Okay. Now, how was their jewelry? What they used to use as a jewelry or as an ornament? Let us see. Their jewelry or ornaments are made of gold, copper, precious stones, and also as shells, cowries, and seeds. They use all these things for making jewelry or ornaments. See, the ornaments were made of gold, copper, precious stones, shells. See the picture of shells and cowries. Now also you can see the shells and cowries, but it is very rare now. Men and women both wore ornaments. Now look at the screen properly. There are the names, what the ornaments are called as. First is armlet. Armlets means which you tie at the upper arm. Bajuband, that is armlets. Then rings, earrings, that is earrings that you wear in the ears. That is, next is multi-strand necklace. Multi-strand means multi-layer. Necklace is that you wear around your neck. That is necklace. Next one is waistband. Waistband that you tie around your waist. Kamar patta. Next is bangles, that you know this well, very well. So remember the names of these ornaments, what they used: armlets, rings, multi-strand necklaces, wristbands, bangles. Women wore bangles right up to their upper arm. You can see in the photo also, they are wearing many bangles in their hand till upper arm. A statue represents excellent specimen of their art. You can see that statue here. Now we'll summarize life in the Harappa civilization, how the people were there. They practiced agriculture. Excavation at Kalibangan provides evidence of a plough field. Crops were wheat, barley. In Rajasthan, barley was grown on a large scale. In Gujarat, ragi was grown on a large scale. Peas, sesame, and lentils were also cultivated, and they were very much familiar with the cotton. Remains of statues and clothes found in excavation indicate Harappan people used to weave the clothes. The dress of both man and woman consisted of knee-length cloth, upper garment. Many types of ornaments have been found in excavations. They are made of gold, copper, precious stones, shells, cowries, seeds, etc. Man and woman both used multi-strand necklaces, rings, armlets, wristbands. Women wore bangles right up to their upper arms. Now we'll see about the trade. Trade means what? It is the activity of buying and selling or exchanging goods or services. That is called trade. Trade means vyapar. Trade consists of import and export. Import means to bring in our country from another country. For example, if I bought something from Russia, I bought a purse from Russia, so that purse will be the imported for me. That is my imported purse. Export means what? Export means to send or to sell to other countries. That is export. Cotton was exported. Exported means, again I will repeat, exported means we grow the cotton on a large scale. So we exported that. We send that cotton to other country. We sell it to other country. So that is export. So cotton was exported to West Asia, Southern Europe, and the muslin cloth was exported to Egypt. What is muslin cloth? It is very thin, lightweight cotton cloth. It is malmal like. So it was exported to Egypt. What we imported, what we bought from other countries, what we bring in our country, that is import. We used to import silver, gemstones, devdar woods, zinc, rubies. All these things we used to import. And we used to import that from Iran, Afghanistan, Balochistan, Jammu and Kashmir, South India. From all these places, we used to import. Means the Harappan people used to import. Now, the huge dockyard has been discovered at Lothal. Remember this. Lothal is the name of a place that we have seen yesterday on the map. A huge dockyard was found there. Dockyard means what? A place where ships are built and repaired. Boats are built and repaired and maintained. That is called as a dockyard. So huge dockyard was discovered at Lothal place. The trade was carried out on the coastline of Arabian Sea. So we will summarize the trade in short. Listen it very attentively so that you will be answered properly in the quiz game. Trade we did within India and outside India. Known for high quality cotton exported to other regions like West Asia, Southern Europe, and Egypt. Muslin cloth is exported to Egypt. Silver, zinc, gemstones, rubies, devdar were imported from Kashmir, South India, Iran, Afghanistan, and Balochistan. Trade carried out by land routes and sea routes. Huge dockyard was found at Lothal. Lothal is the name of a place. So huge dockyard was found there. Trade along coastline of Arabian Sea. Now let us see what are the reasons for declining this civilization, for the end of this civilization. Why this civilization got diminished or destroyed or declined. There are some reasons. Let us see what are the reasons for that. First reason is frequent floods. Flood means bad, means a rise of water with no place to go. That is floods. Second reason is earthquakes. Earthquake means bhukamp, means shaking of the surface of the earth, rolling or sudden shock of the earth's surface. That is earthquake. Then is a decline in the trade. Trade, I already explained you that it is the activity of buying and selling. So due to the decline in the trade, there is a reason. This is also one of the reasons for the end of this civilization. Next reason is invasion of the foreign tribal. Invasion means to enter as an enemy by force. That is invasion. Next reason is changes in sea level. So all these reasons are responsible for the decline or for the destruction of this flourishing or well-developed civilization. So due to these reasons, people led to the migration of people. Migration means moving from one place to another place, going from one place to another place along with your all the things, clothes and whatever you want to take it to other place. That is migration. And desertion of the towns as well as decline of the Harappan civilization. Desertion means the act of leaving that place, going from that place. That is desertion. So we'll summarize what are the reasons for the decline of the Harappan civilization. Frequent floods, invasions by foreign tribes, decline in trade were some of the reasons for the decline of the Harappan civilization. The Harappan civilization was a prosperous and flourishing urban civilization. It laid the foundation of the Indian civilization. So due to these reasons, the Harappan civilization destroyed or got declined. Now unmute yourself. Let us go for the quiz game. Unmute yourself. Okay, this is a summary what we have learned today. 3.1 Life in the Harappan civilization. We have learned about the crops grown. Main occupation is agriculture. What was their dressing style, and we have learned about the ornaments. And in trade, we learned about the import and export, what they imported and what they exported. In third point, we learned about the reasons for the decline. So this was a summary of this lesson, part 2. Now, unmute yourself and tell me what are the major crops that were grown in Harappan civilization. Come on. Tell me the major crops that were grown in Harappan civilization. I have shown you the photos also of that. Come on. Unmute yourself. Raise your hand, students. Tell me about the crops. Which crops were grown? Hello.
Teacher, may I tell?
Yes. You can tell. Say. Which crops were grown?
Wheat, barley,
Wheat, barley. Very good.
rice,
Barley. Rice was there. And What was there in Rajasthan on large scale? It was barley. And what was grown on large scale in Gujarat? Wheat, barley, and sesame. Yes,
rice,
yes, sesame. Then was a ragi.
rice,
Ragi, that is ragi. Okay. So these crops were grown on a large scale. Okay. Now, you tell me about the clothes they used to wear.
pant,
They used to, this I told you about what we wear today. That is pant and shirt and t-shirt and all that. What the Harappan people used to wear. What was they made of?
sari type
Which
and
material?
upper garment.
Yes, upper garment. Very good. Excellent. It was upper garment. And sari type means what? It was knee length. It was knee length garment. Okay. And they used cotton and muslin for making this. Now, you tell me about the names of their ornaments. What they used. Ornaments, jewelry. Come on. What ornaments they used? Jewelry. Names of that ornament. Huh? What they used to tie around the neck. Come on.
Bangles.
Yes, bangles. Very good. Bangles. Then, come on, bangles. Then around their neck, what they used to wear? Necklace. Multi-strand necklaces. And, come on, find it out. What jewelry they used to wear? Bangles, necklace. And in ears, what they wear? What they used to wear? In ears. And around the arms?
Earrings.
Yes, earrings. That is rings. Yes. Around their arm, what they used to wear?
Waistband.
Yes. And around their waist, they used to wear the waistband. Waistband means kamar patta. Very good. Excellent, excellent. Now let us go forward. This is the details what we have discussed now. Major crops were wheat, barley, ragi, sesame. Clothes they wear: high quality cotton, muslin, knee deep length, and upper garment. Ornaments they used were multi-stranded necklaces, rings, armlets and bangles, waistband. So this we have discussed about the life of the people who were there in the Harappan civilization. Now we'll have a quiz game. Quickly, you will unmute yourself, raise your hand. Answers are very easy and you will give me answers. Okay? Here's the quiz game. What was the main occupation of Harappan people? Sheep rearing, industries, agriculture, poultry farm. Come on. What was the main occupation? Raise your hand. Raise your hand, unmute yourself.
Trading. Teacher, may I tell Shraddha Gautam?
Yes, say.
Agriculture.
Agriculture, very good. Agriculture was the main occupation of the Harappan people. Very good, excellent. We'll go next. Where is the evidence of plowed field found? Lothal, Kalibangan, Surkotada, Dholavira. Where was the proof of plowed field found? Come on.
Lothal.
At Lothal, are you sure? Are you sure? Other students, is it correct answer?
Sir, C. Miss C.
No, it is not Surkotada. Where was the plowed field was found? Plowing field, I have shown you the picture.
Kalibangan.
Yes, it was found at Kalibangan. Remember this name. Again, I will take the quiz. Okay. So this was found at Kalibangan. Next, which crop was grown on large scale in Rajasthan? In Rajasthan, which crop was grown on large scale? Come on. Sesame, lentils, barley, or peas?
C.
C. Very good. Barley. What's your name?
Sridhanu.
Very good, beta. Barley is the correct answer. Barley was grown on a large scale in Rajasthan. Very good. We'll see the next question. Which crop was grown on large scale in Gujarat? Which crop was grown on large scale in Gujarat? Ragi, peas, sesame, lentils. Come on. Ragi. Other students, please reply whether sesame is correct answer or not. Which crop was grown on a large scale in Gujarat?
Option A, Ragi.
Ragi, yes. Option is number A1, Ragi. Ragi was grown on a large scale in Gujarat. Very good. See the next question. Where was the huge dockyard discovered? Dockyard means what? A place where ships or boats are built and repaired and maintained. That's dockyard. So where it is Lothal, Dholavira, Surkotada or Daimabad? Come on.
Daimabad.
Other students, is it a correct answer, Daimabad? Search it fast. Remember the slides. Where was the huge dockyard found? Yes, it was found at Lothal. The name of place is Lothal. The huge dockyard was found at Lothal. Okay. Now, next question. What are the reasons for the decline of Harappan civilization? What are the reasons? A. Frequent floods. B. Invasions by foreign tribes. C. Decline in trade. D. All of the above.
B.
What?
A.
What are the reasons for the decline of Harappan civilization? I told you, I think so 4 or 5 reasons for decline of the Harappan civilization. Frequent floods, invasions by foreign tribes, decline in trade, and D1 is all of the above. यानी ऊपर के सब. Come on.
A.
Other students, come on. Is it a correct answer? A1 is correct answer or not? Check it out fast.
Decline in trade.
Actually, above all are the reasons for the decline of Harappan civilization. Frequent flood, invasions by foreign tribes, decline in trade, earthquakes, all these are reasons. So all of the above will be the correct option. Because above all reasons are there that are responsible for the decline of the Harappan civilization. Okay. Now this already we have discussed. Indus Valley civilization towns were divided into rectangular blocks that you know this. We'll see the homework. Take the screenshot of this. Homework is draw the picture of the Great Bath at Mohenjo-daro. You have to draw the picture of Great Bath which is at Mohenjo-daro. You can get this photo or drawing or picture. You search on the Google, you will get the answer. So you will draw the picture of Great Bath at Mohenjo-daro. Thank you all the students. Thank you very much for listening to me. Today we have completed part 2. In this way, our full lesson, the Harappan civilization is over. We have completed this in 2 parts, part 1, part 2. Hope so you have enjoyed this lesson. Yes. So see you soon again on next Wednesday. Till then, bye everyone. Goodbye.